Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. World Trade Organization selects Sultan Qaboos University to host the organization chair for academic studies. The governorates of North and South Sharqiya celebrate the 4th Gulf Festival for social work. And processions rejoicing His Majesty the Sultan's good health continue in various governorates of the Sultanate. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. World Trade Organization has selected Sultan Qaboos University to host the organization chair for the upcoming 4 years within 7 international universities. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry, which represents the Sultanate's organization, stressed that this chair came after a stiff competition with more than 70 international universities, indicating that it aims to support researchers on the commercial economic aspects. It also aims to activate the role of Sultan Qaboos University in research aspects of relations to world trade. It will assist and support trade negotiators to all negotiations transactions in commercial and economic spheres. The organization also selected the Sultanate to host the regional round for political policies of WTO, to the Arab first country to host such high-level round, through which workshops shall be held to train for negotiations to enable participants from the Sultanate to develop their skills. The Sultanate took part in Sharjah International Expo Book Fair in the United Arab Emirates in its 33rd round. The book fair took place at Sharjah Expo Center. The Sultanate's suite displayed a host of scientific, cultural and touristic books, as well as latest officials' publications and Omani authorings. The suite also includes religious literature and intellectual books that attained noticeable attention by visitors. To continue the social approach adopted by the Ministry of Social Development to upgrade social work system in the Sultanate, the Directorate General of Social Development in the governorates of South and North Al-Sharqiya celebrated the 4th Gulf Festival for social work that aimed to support social voluntary work among institutions of the society. The festival stresses on the genuine communication between social institutions and individuals and civil community authorities in order to boost the concept of social and joint work to bring about a society aware of its social responsibilities. The activities took place at Ibra Public Park. The festival was held under the theme Social Solidarity, Protection and Development and showcased the reality of social work and the efforts exerted by institutions to develop this sector. Final Evaluation Committee for the Municipal Month concluded the visits to the nominated wilayas for the competition prize in the governorates of Dakhliya, Dhahira and Brahmi. The committee stressed the keenness of the Ministry of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources in making the citizens contribute in various developments and service programs. This competition is considered an important incentive to achieve aspirations of concern to all citizens in the municipal work aspect. The committee, during its visit, passed by all projects implemented in those wilayas. 14 wilayas are competing to win His Majesty's trophies of the competition this year. Health Services Office in the Wilaya of Taqqa held a ceremony to mark the World Diabetes Day, which falls on November 14th every year. Various awareness activities were introduced during the ceremony, in which those in charge of the event stressed the importance of periodical checks up on who are over 40 years old to assure that diabetic level. Plays, artistic shows and lectures on healthy lifestyle were displayed. On the side of the Wilaya of Workathon, was held the role of sports in preventing good health, which during the week lectures will be held in schools and niyabas for introducing diabetic risks on human health. Still to come in our news bulletin. Celebrating reassurance of the health of His Majesty the Sultan, the citizens of the Wilaya of Nakhal held a celebration evening. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Processions of joy and happiness of assuring His Majesty's good health continued all over the Sultanate. More details in the following report by Huda bint Nasser al-Jahwariya.
In the Wilaya of Qurayat, citizens took to the streets with the Sultanate's flag hoisting as traditional bands were singing arts, praying to Almighty Allah to protect His Majesty and endow him with good health. Citizens of the Wilaya of Saham in the Governorate of North Batina also organized a procession to rejoice His Majesty's good health. The Wilaya of Khabura in the Governorate of North Batina also rejoiced His Majesty's appearance in good health through traditional arts and songs. Citizens of the Wilaya of Suwayq in the Governorate of North Batina expressed during a procession their happiness for His Majesty's good health through poems and various shows. Citizens in some areas of the Wilaya of Jalan Bani Bu Ali also held a procession of allegiance and gratitude to His Majesty the Sultan, in which riders on Arab horses and camels displayed different shows. Meanwhile, youth of the Governorate of Dhofar organized a procession for assuring the good health of His Majesty, in which Habut arts of rural and urban areas, as well as various shows by jockeys, were displayed. Furthermore, in contributing with the happiness of the citizens for assuring His Majesty's good health, the Egyptian community in the Governorate of Dakhiliya held a procession in the Wilaya of Nizwa.
Celebrating reassurance of the health of His Majesty the Sultan and coinciding with the 44th Glorious National Day, the citizens of the Wilaya of Nakhal held a celebration evening rejoicing the gracious appearance of the royal speech of His Majesty the Sultan to his loyal people. More detail in the following report by Saif bin Khalfan Al-Kendi.
With poems, rhymes and happiness, the ceremony at Al-Abyad in the Wilaya of Nakhal was initiated with gratitudes alongside the national celebrations after His Majesty's speech, wishing him fruitful happiness, wealthy health, and expressing their loyalty to His Majesty the Sultan. His Excellency Sheikh Hussein bin Ali Al-Hilali, the public prosecutor, who presided over the event, and the guests were astonished with the activities presented by the participants within the ceremony. The huge crowd that attended the night event were also pleased to see that performance. Meanwhile, social plays and sketches were performed in the event, showing parts of the society daily life in terms of the collaborative atmosphere between the locals. Here we can see Sami As-Subh, a young boy, chanting his rhyme in a lovely, attractive musical voice. The words of the rhyme express his gratitude to Allah who protected His Majesty, whereas the choral members are repeating the verse of their national chant. By the end of the function, His Excellency the Chief Guest awarded the participants and the supportive bodies for their great efforts. Saif Al-Kindi for English News, Nakhal.
Now for the general weather forecast. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of cloud accumulation over the coastal areas. Winds will be northeasterly light to moderate along the coastal areas of Sea of Oman, while it will be north to northwesterly light to moderate along the rest of the Sultanate's coast. Seas will be moderate to rough along the governorates of Musandam and the southeastern coast with a maximum wave height of 2.5 meters. Along the coast of the Sea of Oman, it will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. World Trade Organization selects Sultan Qaboos University to host the organization chair for academic studies. The governorates of North and South Sharqiya celebrated the 4th Gulf Festival for Social Work. And processions rejoicing His Majesty the Sultan's good health continue in various governorates of the Sultanate. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studio and the newsroom, it's good night.